side of the island is going to be pretty tough for Parajin, who's all by himself.
Oh.
Now, Drawn, he still has a little time here to basically get himself prepared. Now that the nade has already chunked out the health, 2v1. Parajin, he's cracking that first AK. He's got the DPS though. Oh, not like this. Is it going to be it? Yes, he gets the catch. Now one more on the shot, and he still has 11 bullets to go. So ringing to the right, and an NFT having drawn there says, okay, I'm not dealing with this nonsense. And he's going to leave Ramones be. Drone now repositioning. He's still going to be holding on in the lower angle. Parajin trying to actually bring him down. Now it's a 1 versus 1. NFT have to tread with caution. And once again, the God weapon close range, the DPS, is shining true, but it's a vector here that clips the head of Parajin.
Oh yeah, that gun just strikes me fear every single time. I'm traumatized by it, man. I'm not gonna lie. The moment I saw that image just rendering down at the bottom of the screen, I was like, oh no.
It's like kapow, kapow. And it kind of make us have a little bit of jump scare off our seat for a little bit. And is that RRQ that I'm looking at?
No, it's NFT and Vampire Esports who has his eyes on him, and that'll be an easy pick-in onto Drawn, unless he can play his way, which is a wee bit impossible, seeing as though he got spotted and he came down in open area.
Yeah, after securing 1 pointer out there, I think that it's good enough for Drawn. I think he's already did enough of a miracle work out there trying to save Ramones. They managed to do so. It's like, okay, I guess I'll take that guy with the DPS out at least. Now, this is the fight that I was talking about between RRQ Ryu as well as ONix. Now, Napico lofts that nice nade and quickly GZ swerves out of the way, but he will try to go in for a refract. He's got the long scopes though, and he finds Napico aiming for the feed, and well, I guess he used to be an adventurer. Now he just have to hide in the cave.
Yeah, and RRQ and ONix, these two teams actually didn't make it for the first Super Weekend, and now we get to see them side-by-side comparison on who's better. And so they will be safe for now, but another red versus red here is 4 rivals up against FaZe Clan. Ventura is the only one occupying this house. They saw the grenades being tossed out. Will it clip though? No, it will. Oh, it will. Tony K just pulling it for his team, taking 1 member down from 4 rivals. Appy is now in here, along with 2 more from the side. Which Ventorez takes down 2, and now 4 rivals in a heap of trouble, leaving Epi, who will bow out eventually. That is 4 rivals down for the count.
Such a quick cleanup. FaZe Clan, they just know how to rush out of this compound and just swiftly take action. Now that's a run over behind iShot, and ONix just had to take an L right there, although Team Secret members are on the ground. There should be just about enough time for iShots to go in for a little bit of a quick CPR. Now, don't imagine things again with Jumper here. Just maybe just a little bit of resuscitation. Yeah,
that's quite the reveal, and he immediately tossed on forward. I think that was the Molotov.
Yeah, and now QB all alone. He does clip onto Ventorez, but his position is being exposed after that spray down coming in. Koropai goes ahead to turst out the member of Geek Fam, while Ravenclaw playing through the Bridger, needing to capitalize on members of BN United currently making a move, and he will get a few bullets off. Swept! He's got an M249 though, as it brings the pain. White Cat, he needs to heal up. He's still standing on 2 feet, but there's no safe space for them with members of other teams also chipping in, and Newsy cuts across, and he wants to take these kills away from Vampire Esports.
Oh, this is bad for them. They lost All's member that was hanging around the bridge side here with all the other members of Infinity in the corner. Stone, though, will walk away, the only remaining member from Vampire Esports. I think that he might be swimming at this point, just to try and find a way across. But Infinity, they come up on top on this one.
Yeah, Infinity, they were basically trolling behind them, and that third-party action definitely caught them all off guard. Stone also trying to make a dance-off, and Capone will be the ones with the last laugh. And Vampire Esports this time didn't manage to survive longer than they wanted to.
Yeah, again, like I mentioned yesterday, Vampire Esports, Sanhok, their worst map.
Feels bad, right?
Yeah.
When you have so many frags, but you just can't seem to beat either the blue zone, circle, or sometimes other teams out there. Now, circle does move deeper into the open territories of Nakam. So this is going to be a little bit harder than intended. This is not a common circle, to say the least. So there's going to be a lot of open hills with not too much covers out there. And ONix Esports, alongside with Team Secret so far, not only were they basically next to each other on rotation, now they might pick up a fight against one another again.
Well, I think after what we've seen yesterday and the day before, this circle has become more common than not, just because of how frequent it just closes onto that area. But Capone, though, still alive, will pick up the meds, but of course, MELA is not going to give you a light of day to, you know, get yourself back onto the door here. Meanwhile, GZ takes down Fredo and secures that kill onto the side of ONix.
Wow. What a surprise factor to bring upon Team Secret. Now he gets his second catch as well. Can he find eye shots? I think he sees those moving across that small little stone that he's peeking towards. Both playing the healing game. And now down to this member of Team Secret to pull off an upset. He's on the lower side. He's got the smokes, but it's not going to work all too well. Level 1 gears for a side of GZ, and he's going to be lobbing that nade right downwards. I don't think iShot's no though, but he's already been able to sniff that one. As there is Jumper on the other side, and Jumper is also bleeding out. Not good news. Both solo units of ONix as well as Secret needing to ensure that they last long to the very end.
I like that wall of smokescreen deployed by iShots. It was stylistic at best. Now, meanwhile, Logan claims another one of Geek Fam, but they will retaliate here and claim one back for themselves. It's Damrude, of course, further creating that lead, staying on top as the top eliminator in this league so far.
EVOS is about to break the 300 mark. They need one more point out there. They already lose one member in this skirmish that they had early on. Damrude, going to be right down below. Lyzerg is going to be putting those bullets out there to try to secure that 300 point out for EVOS Reborn. MR5 all alone though. And you have some of the highest performing team that's currently in the same hill and look smack at the center. Will have a little bit of shift, and that favors the one all the way up north. So great news out there for some of these players of FaZe Clan, I believe.
Yeah, they will have to, you know, push in from the eastern side. Though no teams in their way, so it's going to be good for them. But high shots, again, still not done with ONix here. But they will bow out from the blue zone. So iShots finally sees the light of day. Will try and make his travels at this point. Not too sure if it's possible, seeing as how deep this blue has gone. But to Eagle Esports, still well within this game, despite having lose one member on his knees. They are being pinned down by the Sharks, that is MSC Chonburi. They will have to find a way to push themselves out of this sticky situation.
Yeah, Datcon only hiding behind a rock though, and EVOS is going to be man-marking them with all these smokes drawing the attention. Bigatron Red Aliens are just looking right by, and MS Chonburi on top of that hill, they can just wait till they find a little bit of opening. Lyzerg now moves forward, and it's MR5 that catches a glimpse. He's not going to be able to get any safety net from that real tin tree.
To end it on, I guess they still have Erangel to worry about. Meanwhile, Infinity MELA gets knocked out. BTR Liquid will secure that kill, but it seems like that might have drawn one too many attention towards themselves. Liquid, it looks like he was trying to get in the car and push onto this compound, but I don't think that's a great idea, seeing as though Axis is well occupying within it.
Speaking of Liquid, his ex-teammates in the form of NFT Esports is already down for the count as well. Only 10 more teams remain in the fields of, well, forces, whatever you want to call it, inside of Sanhok here. Now, shots being fired at Bigatron Red Aliens with so little tiny angle from the door. And Axis Red One is the one in charge, dropping nades after grenades onto Bigatron Red Aliens. And that's where they flush them out. Axis Red One, they managed to secure those points. Meanwhile, Bigatron Red Aliens only walk away with 3.
Man, you could see Voki wants some of that views, man. He immediately jumps on forward, wanting to wipe out because they know it was Luxy and Zuxy So he jumped, but I think Kajang Susu got the better half of it. So nice try, Voki. He's still playing in the same team. So all good on your part. Meanwhile, FaZe, they have been an upset to a lot of these big names here, putting a third-party disruption. Team Secret now out in the 9th place with only 3 kills. APG still well within the circle.
Yeah, and now they're getting charged right in by Axis Red 1, and immediately Shroud wants to secure a little bit more of an area of play. Molotov's now being thrown right in. RQ Ryu is the next one to be out within this game on 8th place finish. And the damage is good onto Voki as they drop in that Molotov that chipped their health away. And Geek Fam having Dammer being sniped out there while they're in this sticky situation. Micah at least get better positioning. That's a top 6 finish with 3 frags.
APG, they cleaned the like of Axis. That's going to give them some sort of point boost, man, and made it onto the top 5. So this is a good news going on to their way. After the one good game they had previously, it seems like they're on a roll. And talking about getting on a roll, MSC, who has finally made it on the top 5 as well, but now seemingly struggling to just close things off. Only 2 members left alive.
Yeah, they were moving in from the ruin section, and now they have to deal with EVOS Esports, who has the lower ground, but they have the side set upon down to pop. So it's only going to be Jasper that's going to be left. Usually Jasper takes the task of a healer, but this time around it's someone different with only 2 packs remaining for Jasper. So going for a safe is an option, as there is a little bit of safety net for Pop, while Anchor PUBG, they're moving inwards here with FaZe Clan remaining solid in the entirety of the skirmish after taking those attack against Bigatron Red Aliens. GodTunny still making his way. How many more packs was that?
I think he only had 10 medkits left in the bag, so he's gonna
Good enough for
hope.
a top 3 though.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hope that these teams come into clashing actions real soon. Otherwise, he might not just last it all the way. So MSC has got the revive gone onto Pops. Now they will have 2 members to fight for their end, but look at FaZe crawling their way. This is what they call the snake in the grass, as the Cambodians always call it. So Shroudy, yes, he might be coming in from the flank side here. He spots them.
This is a good nade.
It's a nade. He's cooking it one up. Is it going to be good? And it will not. It missed the mark. Shroud a little bit too far forward. Will come up with the spray and trade his own health for it. Members of his teammates will be coming in, but it looks like they might have misplayed themselves here. They go down, and leaving left 2 more members remaining for the side of Anchor PUBG to go up against FaZe Clan.
20 as well as ONix left, and that's going to be a grenade that clip onto 20 for a little bit. FaZe Clan, they lose a few members, and this is where you see the top 4 remaining. Well, that's good news for the Infinity, as they will solidify themselves in the top 4. 11 frags though for FaZe Clan, and they definitely put in a lot of good work. And that's also without Tony K, because Tony K was taken out by Geek Fam very early on. Now, APG, they got 3 members left, so it's a good chance for them to take on this fight against EVOS Esports, who's still inside the circle, alongside with MS Chonburi. You see those percentages out there, and now we got 6 more packs remaining in the baggage, where GodTunny is just trying to play the healing game, while Napshin is going to be sneaking his way through. UMP in hand, got the extended back.
Nice
Molotov
Molotov.
catches him with the fire, burning the health bars, and 50 bullets in the chamber for 20 to work this one out. And he thinks that Napshin is still hiding somewhere. Pop tries to get the catch, and now Anchor PUBG is well on their way for their very first chicken dinner.
Yes, the Wildcard seems to smile here as they will secure the first ever winner chicken dinner in the entire Super Weekend number 2 for the side of the Sea. Wildcard, the only team to represent the region, coming out on top with half the amount of kills.